Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a what's in my travel makeup bag type of video. I've never done this video on my channel and I like watching these kinds of videos, and it's perfect because I will be going to Miami. Today is Thursday. I will be driving down to Miami with Danny tomorrow night, and we will be there for about 2.5 weeks because he hasn't seen anybody in his family since he went on deployment. So we're gonna go down and visit some family. I'm also gonna be sharing with you my tips and tricks traveling with makeup, how to travel with less makeup and things that are just more convenient. I don't know if these are like tips and stuff, you probably already know, but I'm just sharing with you what I would do because I used to be the person who traveled with like 6 bronzers, 6 lipsticks, 6 million things, and didn't end up using half of them. And this video is actually pre-recorded, so by the time that you see this video I would already be in Miami and I would have been there for a while already. I'm leaving September 12th, so any video you've seen after September 12th was pre-recorded or is pre-recorded. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you would have already known that. I just wanted to pre-record so that there wouldn't be like no videos at all on my channel for 2 weeks, and I can't have that. I actually pre-recorded a lot of videos. So anyway, you're gonna be packing with me in this video. Another thing that really inspired me to do this video is that I recently got something in the mail that I am absolutely crazy about, and it is this guy right here. This is the Laura Mercier Custom Artist Portfolio, and it is basically like a makeup bag that looks like a binder. I don't know if this is limited edition or not, but I know that she came out with one really similar to this last year, and then it went away, and then it came back again with like a different pattern. But this is what it looks like. It basically has like 2 sections here, like 2 bags. It has this where you could put your brushes, and then you turn it and it has this where you could put your palettes, and then a bigger bag here and then a smaller one here. And I first saw this in Essie Button's video, like in her August favorites or something like that, and I was like mesmerized by this thing, and then I saw the price and I was like, oh, I'm not buying that. But then Danny convinced me to get it. I don't have any travel makeup bag at all. I kind of just throw everything in a purse or in this large bag that isn't very cute. And he was just like, get it because we move around a lot and it's something that you're really gonna use the crap out of, so it is worth the money. So I took his advice and I bought it. And I couldn't be happier with it. I love this. It is very sturdy, so it fits perfectly in a suitcase. I'm actually going to be going to California for a day. While I'm in Miami, I'm going to fly to California for like 1 or 2 days, and I'm so excited. I've never been to California. And I thought this would be perfect because it'll fit right into our suitcase and none of the makeup will get crushed or anything because it is pretty sturdy. So it's definitely a really good made product. By the way, these compartments right here all come off. This right here is a zipper, and then this detaches and it comes completely off. And then these compartments right here, they're magnetic, so they come off perfectly just like this, and then they'll just snap right back on. And the magnet has a pretty strong hold, like a really strong hold. So they all come off, which is super convenient. You could just pack it, throw it right back in there, and you're good to go. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna start off with the primer I'm gonna be taking on my trip. And I'm gonna take this Laura Mercier foundation primer. This actually came as a sample with this guy, and I thought it was perfect because it is a travel size. I have this, which is my favorite primer right now, this hangover primer, but for traveling purposes, I thought I would go ahead and take this one, and I actually like the way this feels on my skin. I might buy the full size. It seemed pretty hydrating, and my foundation went on really nicely. So I'm gonna pop that in right here. I recommend finding things that are in travel size. They're just gonna fit a lot better in your makeup bag, and it's gonna kind of like not take up so much space. So I'm only taking 1 foundation. I will be there for 2.5 weeks, but I think that 1 foundation is good enough for me. I don't wanna pack overboard, you know. So the foundation I'm gonna be taking is my Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is a new foundation to me. I purposely bought it for this trip because I know I'm gonna be taking a lot of pictures in California, and I wanted something that was gonna photograph well. And also for traveling purposes, I love foundations with a pump because it is super clean, it doesn't get messy. It's just the perfect foundation to travel with, in my opinion. So that's the one I'm taking. With that foundation, I find that I don't need a setting powder at all. It kind of leaves like a natural satin finish, and it doesn't stay tacky to the touch. So I'm not going to be taking a powder. Again, I have dry skin, so I rarely use face powder, to be honest. so I don't feel the need to take that. And so the next thing I need is concealer, and I'm going to be taking my MAC Pro Longwear concealer because this is honestly the most perfect ideal concealer. It looks great. It blends really well. It is glass, so not super ideal for traveling, but I find that if I keep it in a sturdy place like this, it does fine. So I will be adding that. And then I'm gonna throw this in because you guys know it's my favorite concealer in the world, and it's the Maybelline Fit Me. So whenever I don't wanna use the Pro Longwear, I will go jump on this guy. I'm going to take 2 bronzers, and normally I would only take 1. I wanted to take a more natural looking bronzer for a more day-to-day look, and I am taking my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Solei. This is a light bronzer, not too light, it is the bronzer I'm wearing right now, but it's one of those bronzers that just looks good on a day-to-day basis, and it smells good. Another thing I really recommend for traveling is finding products that have like a multi-purpose. Things that are like 2-in-1s, you know, that serve more than one purpose. So that is why I am taking my IT Cosmetics Ombre Bronzer, because it is a bronzer and a highlight all in one. So I love this bronzer because it is a little bit deeper than my Milk Chocolate, a little warmer, and then I have a more shimmery bronzer in the middle, and then a highlight. I don't need to take an extra highlight on my trip because it already has it in this product. And honestly, 1 highlight is all I need. Another huge tip I can give you is using your Z palettes. Try to buy a Z palette if you don't have one, because it just comes in handy. You can put so many things in a Z palette, not just eyeshadows. Now, I do have this Z palette right here that is full of Makeupgeek eyeshadows, but honestly, in my opinion, these are not super convenient for travel because they are a little flimsy and they're magnetic. They could just like slip open in your suitcase or something. So I don't really love these for travel. I did find this amazing palette that I've never heard anybody talk about on YouTube, and I don't know why. I bought this off the Makeupgeek website, and it is their Gunmetal To Go palette. The word to go really stood out at me because I wanted the perfect palette to travel with, and I found it. This palette is amazing because it has a giant mirror. The Z palettes, the regular Z palettes do not have a mirror, so this is ideal for traveling. It has a huge mirror, and it's a decent size. It's not super big, but it's not small either, and it completely closes shut. So like, you know it's closed, and it's not flimsy at all, while the other Z palettes are flimsy. This one, super sturdy. If I could highly recommend anything in this video, it's this Gunmetal To Go palette. I got it off the Makeupgeek website, and it is so ideal for traveling. So I will be popping this right into this this little pocket right here, but first we're gonna fill it, of course. So in this palette, I'm gonna add a bunch of different things, not just eyeshadows or blushes or anything. So this part I go a little bit overboard, and I'm actually gonna be taking 3 of my Makeupgeek blushes. Maybe I should take 2, but I'm gonna take 3. I'm gonna take my favorite one in Honeymoon. Just gonna pop that in right here. I'm also gonna take Smitten just in case I want a warmer cheek, and then I'm gonna take Spellbound because it is matte and pretty much goes with any makeup look. So these are my 3 ideal blushes to take for traveling, and then I'm gonna pop in this right here. This is from MAC, and it is their Emphasize powder. This is what I use to set my under eye concealer all the time. So I'm definitely gonna be adding that to this palette. The MAC magnets don't really stick to Z palettes all that well, but whatever. So the next thing I'm popping into this palette is something that I got from Ben Nye. I bought this at camerareadycosmetics.com, and it is their Powder Rouge in Contour number 1. If you guys watch my videos, you've seen me use this. This is the perfect contouring powder. So if I want to do like a strong chiseled cheekbone, I always go for this. And what I love about this is that it pops right out of this compact, and it has a magnet, so I just pop this right into my Z palette. So just in this tiny palette, I already have my contour, my highlight, and my blushes. Basically the perfect face palette, all you need. And then because I do have some room, I'm gonna be popping in my new Makeup Forever Artist eyeshadows. These eyeshadows are amazing and super pigmented and buttery, and they're just right up my alley. So I'm just gonna stick them in my palette because I know I will be using them. So I'm gonna take this one right here. It's a matte color. It is M600. Pop this in right here. And then I'm gonna take this gold one. I love using this on an everyday basis, just all over my lids. This is I662, yeah. I'm gonna pop that right here, and then I'm gonna take this one. It's a more deeper bronzy shade, and this is D652. So I'm gonna pop that in right here, and then I have my full palette. Of course, you could always just grab a few Makeupgeek eyeshadows and put them in right here, and you pretty much have your whole face palette and your whole eye palette. More Makeupgeek shadows will fit in this because the Makeup Forever eyeshadows are really large. So you'll be able to fit a couple more Makeupgeek eyeshadows in this thing. But I will be packing some Makeupgeek eyeshadows anyway, but I just decided to fill up this palette. So this palette is all full, ready to go with a bunch of different things in it, and then it just slips right into this pocket. If you really love Z palettes, if you don't want to get the gunmetal palette, I do recommend this one right here. This is their tiny little Z palette. This is the smallest one they carry, and it holds 9 Makeupgeek eyeshadows. It also holds 9 MAC eyeshadows as well, but you have to put the magnet in behind MAC eyeshadows. So in this palette, I will be taking more Makeupgeek eyeshadows because I will be in Miami for 2.5 weeks, and sometimes I go to special occasions and I want my eye makeup to look a little more, you know. First one being Shimma Shimma, because like I said earlier in the video, you want to use multi-purpose products. I use this as a face highlight all the time. This is the highlighter I have on my cheekbones right now. Look at that highlight, it is beautiful. So not only is it a great brow bone highlight, it's a great lid color and a great face highlight. So that's going in there. Then I'm taking Creme Brulee. This is the perfect everyday crease shade. I'm gonna take Preppy because it's a perfect crease shade as well, but it has a different undertone, so it's nice for different looks. Another matte color I'm taking is Unexpected because it is purple and it's perfect if I want to use a little bit more color. And to pair off with Unexpected, I'm going to take Prom Night. These look so nice together when I don't want to do just brown chocolate gold looks. I'm going to take my favorite intense gold eyeshadow in Gold Digger. This looks great all over the lid. And then I'm going to take my favorite Makeupgeek eyeshadow in Mocha. This just completes any look. And then of course, Corrupt. I can't go anywhere without Corrupt because you always need a black eyeshadow. This little space right here, I'm leaving it for this guy right here. This is a MAC eyeshadow in the shade Cork, and the reason why I'm adding it to this palette is because this is the eyeshadow I use to fill in my eyebrows, and you know mama is attached to her eyebrows, so I need to add it in this palette. I just need to get the little magnet that goes in the back. I have it like in a drawer somewhere, so I have to get it, but that is what I have in this palette. So I have my eyeshadows, I have a face highlight, and I even have my brow powder. Okay, keeping in theme with the eyes here, this video is so long. I'm going to take one liquid eyeliner. I'm not going to take a gel or anything. And the liquid eyeliner I'm taking is this one by Jessie's Girl. It's their waterproof liquid eyeliner. And it's perfect to travel with because it is in pen form and I don't have to bother with opening up a pot, getting a brush, dipping it in, and then doing a line. I could just pop this top open and I'm good to go. And then of course I need just a basic eyeliner, and that is my Maybelline Master Drama eyeliner, Holy Grail eyeliner. That's popping in here. I'm also obviously going to be taking an eye primer, and I decided to go with this one. This is the Milani Shadow Eyes in Almond Cream. I decided to go with this one because not only does it prime my eyes, it covers up all the veins on my eyes, and I use it as an inner rim eyeliner. So when I want my eyes to look extra bright and I don't want to use the Maybelline Master Drama because it's black, I want something to make my eyes look bigger, I pop this on. So it's an eye primer and an eyeliner all in one. I'm also throwing in just tweezers just in case, and my eyelash curler. The mascara I'm going with is my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm using this one because not only is it one of my favorite mascaras, but I have one in a travel size, so it takes up less space. Great mascara. I'm also going to pop in my Holy Grail eyebrow product. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is also the perfect traveling brow product. I prefer this over like the brow pomade or anything like that because it has a spoolie on one side and the little pen form on the other, and it's so easy to just comb out your brows and then fill them in, and it's travel friendly. Love this. Now this part is optional, but I'm going to take some falsies just in case I go anywhere fancy during the nighttime, and the falsies I'm taking are these guys right here. These are my velour lashes in Wispy Sweet Nothing. Wispy Sweet Nothing, yeah. The reason why I'm taking this is because it already comes in a really sturdy box, as opposed to regular falsies from the drugstore that come in something like this that can get easily squished. Honestly, these are not my favorite. I don't think they are worth the price. I did purchase this myself, and I actually haven't used these yet, but I've used Esquito. I haven't used these yet, but I do have some Esquito lashes that I just think my Ardell Wispies are better and just a lot cheaper, but I figured for traveling purposes this might work out for me, so that is why I'm taking it, because it comes in a sturdy box. But once I'm done wearing the crap out of these eyeshadows, because I better use these like 50 times because they was expensive. Once I'm done using this, I'm just gonna pop in regular wispies from Ardell and then travel with them in this box. So anyway, I am taking this, and then I'm gonna take my favorite lash glue, and that is my eyelash adhesive from House of Lashes. So moving on to lips, I'm going to take 2 lip liners. One is an anti-feathering lip liner. It's a clear lip liner that goes with anything, and it is from Milani. And then I'm going to take my Too Faced Perfect Lips lip liner in the shade Perfect Nude, because I can't live without this, so I gotta take it. You guys know I'm a major lip junkie. I can't live without my lip products, but I narrowed it down to 3 somewhat. And I decided for traveling purposes, it's best to go with a nude, a pink, and a red. At least for me, because I usually wear either one of those 3 colors. So for my nude, I am taking my Too Faced lipstick in Naked Dolly. I've just come to the realization that this is my holy grail nude lipstick. It's probably my favorite nude I have ever come across. I actually put on recently MAC's Creme de Nude, and I was like, nope, I like Naked Dolly more. My red, I am taking my Stila All Day Liquid Lipstick in Fiery. This is perfect because I will be in Miami like in the fall time. I don't think the fall starts till September 20th, but still I love a deep red lipstick, and if I ever go out somewhere fancy while I'm down there and I want a red lip, I want this one because it lasts all day. And then for my pink, I am taking my Tarina Tarantino Showroom lipstick, and I wanted to take this one because it feels like a chapstick almost, like it's a balm feeling, very smooth and buttery, and it's one of those products that I don't need to use a mirror with. It's so easy, and I love the color. So that is my pink. But then I have to include these because I think they are perfect for travel, and it gives me 4 extra lipsticks in just 2. These are my Bite Beauty travel little lip products. I have this one right here that has 2 more nudie shades, which is perfect because nudes are the colors I wear most. It has this one right here. It has lychee on one end, and then it has musk on the other, and it's a bit of a darker nude. So this is perfect to travel with, guys. Like, if you can pick these up at Sephora, they're literally ideal for traveling. They take up no space. And then this one is awesome because it has violet on one side. It's a very vibrant purple, and then it has palomino on the other, and it is a more pinky reddish like hot fuchsia. Love it. So I'm throwing that in there as well. And as for makeup remover wipes, I keep these in my purse just so that it doesn't take up any space in my makeup bag. And wipes are just ideal in my purse because if I ever need it quickly, it's in my purse. So that is another thing that I would recommend for traveling is makeup remover wipes, and they stay in my purse. Now this comes with the perfect little slots for makeup brushes. And this flap protects like the hairs on it. It's really cool. So the first thing I'm going to be taking is my foundation brush. I would normally put on my foundation with my beauty blender. For traveling, I think this is more ideal because I don't need to run this underwater or anything like that. By the way, I will be washing these brushes today. The rest of this makeup will stay in here, but I need to wash these brushes today because I did use it for my makeup today. And I leave tomorrow night, so I have to take these out and wash them, but then I'll put them back in tomorrow. The next brush I'm taking is a brush that I figured would be like a multitasking brush. So I'm taking my Real Techniques blush brush because I can use this for contouring or like bronzing, and I could use this for blush as well. Then I have to take my Holy Grail concealer brush, and it is my Real Techniques contour brush. It's perfect. It blends my concealer and sets my concealer just fantastic. And I could always just clean this off on a towel, use it to highlight, or use it to contour. It's very multitasking. I'm also going to take this brush. This is my just in case brush. It is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I feel like this does everything: contour, setting, highlight, and I'm just taking it just in case my other brush is dirty. And then that's it for face brushes. These are the only face brushes I need. For eye brushes, I am just taking a flat shader brush. This is from MAC. I'm taking my MAC 217. Hello. I'm going to take my Sigma E40. It is a fluffy blending brush. We all need one of those. I'm taking my pencil brush from Sigma. That's what I use underneath my lashes. And then I'm taking this Makeupgeek Outer V brush because I use this for so many things as well. Taking, obviously, my eyebrow brush because I can't put my eyebrows on without it. An angled brush because you never know. And then another flat shader brush because you never know. So as you can see, they just fit so perfectly in this. And you just close the flap and then you're good. So this is everything right here. It just fits so perfectly. Then you just close it and zip it up, and then it's in this perfect little binder here that just fits everything so snugly and nice. Okay guys, so that is it. I just wanted to have you guys with me while I packed my makeup for Miami. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video wasn't too long and maybe you learned something or something, I don't know. I really love you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.